guys, here in the laundry room. So we're testing out the DetailCo microfiber wash today, and I've already shown in my polishing video the effect that it had on this clear bucket that was full of a bunch of polishing rags and how it broke everything down and basically turned to like milk inside the bucket. So what we've got here, we've got our measuring cup. We're going to put 2 ounces in here, and I have a pretty full load in my washing machine right now. I do mix my towels together. I know that not everybody does that. It's just how I've always done it. So I'm going to test it out this way because I want to give a fair comparison to rags to riches, which is what I normally use. In the future, I might separate these out. If I did more jobs like this right now, this washing machine being not quite filled, is my hamper in the garage completely filled and this bucket filled as well. So like I really don't have any other storage for dirty rags without me just having like a bucket of them hanging out in my laundry room. So this is like the size load that I would like to do, and I'd prefer not to do 2. I normally run this as a heavy duty, and I normally do hot water. And I know they tell you to do cold water, but I found that hot water does a lot better at breaking down polishes and the chemicals that we use in washing. So again, I'm going to do it the way that I normally do it. I'm going to add extra rinse, and I've got my deep fill set to high, and we're going to hold this to start and let this run. Welcome to me putting away some laundry. So I started out this video just kind of recording using the microfiber wash, and I think that I owe you guys an apology, because when I did the wrap-up video, I talked about how much I like Nemesis, and I talked about, you know, some of the other DetailCo products, but I think that I undersold how good their microfiber wash is, like truthfully. So I've been using P&S Rags to riches for, I don't know, years at this point. Just because it was kind of like, I grabbed it early on, I have gallons of it, it's kind of what everybody has been using for a long time. You know, the recommendation really came from Obsessed Garage, from Matt. You know, and I trust him and his assessment of things and, you know, all of that. But as time goes on, new products emerge. And I will say that I've never really been thrilled with rags to riches, but I just kind of assumed, like, how do I phrase this? My rags never really turned out like they were before I used them. Like, they never really came out in a way that they felt really clean, especially these. These are my FTWs, and I use these with the Obsessed Garage drying aid, or any drying aid that is, you know, SiO2. It's got ceramics in it, and the ceramics get stuck in the rags. They lose their ability to absorb water. And a lot of people will comment on my videos and they'll be like, well, why do you use the drying aid on a dry car? And the actual reason for that is because these freaking gauntlets that I use to dry my car are expensive. So I dry the car with my, you know, we'll call it my bulk drying towel, but my gauntlet. And then I go back with the drying aid to give it a little bit of sealant or protection, and I'm using that with the FTWs because I can do a whole car with one FTW, and I don't have to ruin all of my gauntlets on the drying with the drying aid. I've got to say, like, just to test it out, I did a load with the microfiber wash, and it's my first time using it, was this week, and that's because like, I wait until I have a full load of laundry before doing my rags. And I filled up my my rag bucket over there. I also had some stuff from polishing the Dodge Ram that I did the other day. And I've got to say, these came out like new. Like, they're so soft and fluffy, and they're really, really good. Like, they feel like I actually have brand new FTWs here. And they've got like a little bit of pull, and they're like, they feel dry, and like, I don't really know how to describe it, but these feel like the closest that they felt like new since I've gotten them. And like, this one's probably 4 years old because I swap every year. So I started off with orange, then I went to pink, then I went to these gray ones. So every year I get a different color just to kind of get an idea of how old they are. So my orange ones are the oldest, and man, they feel really good. So if you're looking for a different microfiber wash, or even if you're not looking for a different microfiber wash, you know, I was planning on doing like a test this year with a couple different ones. I have the Griot's microfiber wash, I have CarPro MFX, and I have obviously Rags to Riches, and I have the Chemical Guys one, which I've used, you know, years ago. I used that kind of before I had Rags to Riches. I wasn't really looking for a new microfiber wash. I just thought that I'd try a couple things because when I ran out of my gallon, it's going to be time to reorder. And it's really good. It's really, really good. It's better than I thought that it could be, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like, I never really expected that you were going to be able to remove ceramics from rags, and apparently you can. I don't know, I'm a little flustered and excited by this. I would just say, like, just grab a bottle. I'm gonna get a gallon as soon as I come back in stock, but just grab a bottle of it. It's really good. Even if you get the little 16-ounce bottle, you know, you test it out, see how you like it. It's gonna cost you, I don't know, 12 bucks or something like that to get a small bottle. But I promise you're going to really like it. And the way that I do rags, I realize it's contrary to all of the labels and what the manufacturers recommend and all of that stuff. So I do a soak first with hot water for a couple of hours. Then I wash on hot with extra rinse. And then I dry on low heat, like tumble dry on low heat. And what I found was, compared to Rags to Riches, Rags to Riches never really seemed to get the rags entirely clean. Like, it did well on the drying towels, it did well on the polishing towels, but specifically these that have the ceramics on them, it never did a great job in removing that and restoring the ability for the towel to absorb water. And then number two, Rags to Riches you end up with like a lot of static in your dryer, which again, I just assumed was like microfiber, there's no fabric softener, it's just whatever. But one had significantly less static, which makes it easier to fold them. It's just more of an annoyance thing than something that's really required. And secondly, the towels are much closer to the way that they used to be. And yeah, like, I'm blown away. I don't even really know what to say. Try it out. Let me know down below in the comments. I think that it might be the best product that DetailCo makes. And I think I slept on it and undersold it a little bit because I didn't use it in my washing machine. I just used it in a bucket to soak some stuff. And I saw that, you know, it did a good job in soaking, but it's really good. So buy it, try it out. I don't think that you'll be disappointed. If you're disappointed, you can yell at me in the comments. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day.